Training is a hands-on process. No, we can't smother and suffocate and try to control everything that they do. To train to a certain extent, we have to allow them to learn and grow so they can develop their own character and personality. We can't make our children be who we want them to be, but we have to train them in such a way that they won't go down the wrong path. To train up a child, there is a balance, amen. You have to know when to push and when to lay back. You have to know when to use a hard hand and when to use a soft touch. To train up a child, you have to know and understand the child. You can't treat every child the same way. You may have to, what will work for one may not work for the other. Take me and my sister, for example. There are three of us, and we are three totally different people. Dion was a very shy and quiet type. At least she was quiet. And she used to be quiet. She was not. So much so that my mother even wanted to compare her to wallpaper. So my parents couldn't really be as harsh with her because she was a little more sensitive. And it really didn't take much to get her back together. Ingrid was always the brainiac. She had been reading and really reading books since she was 3. And she has always been extremely frugal with money. Even as a child, Ingrid used to have money hidden in her drawer. So when it was time to correct Ingrid, you had to be very specific and very concise because she would find a loophole in your words or intellectually challenge what you said or even correct what you said. Now, I myself, I was a little more outspoken, I was a little more daring and rebellious. So my parents had to be a little harder on me because I was determined to do my own thing. So to train a child, you have to know the child to ensure that you are leading and guiding in the direction that is most beneficial to the child. My mother's black, and I wasn't expecting her to be here today. Far too often, we as parents and guardians want to push children in a direction that we want them to go as an attempt to live vicariously through their lives. The things that we couldn't do, the things we couldn't do and the places that we couldn't go, we sometimes go overboard to compensate for our lack, and we overwhelm our children with our dreams. That's not training up a child in the way they should go. That's training up a child in the way we want them to go. Training up a child is not about us. It's about training them to be the best that they can be. They may look like us. They may even sometimes act like us. But they are not us. They are their own persons. And we have to train them to be who God has created them to be. Train